Hello, welcome back. Last time I blazed a trail to a new power cell, and now I just have to blaze a trail all the way back. Actually, that's not all I have to do. I have not touched that thing yet. Right, I sort of know the way to it. Oh boy, it's starting just right in here, huh? And of course that's gonna happen. That's okay, I can get there from here. And then... okay. Okay, that went well. Now what? So I don't think I'm going all the way across there. I mean, I can try. That's... oh, I can make it all the way. I don't see how that benefits me unless I want to be specifically up here where there are many qubits. Okay, that's the benefit. Ouch. Okay. I didn't really look before I went. That's okay. I can get back there reasonably quickly, I say. That might be true. Well, you know what? I don't have to do the fancy thing that I'm doing here. I can actually just go there and make that jump, which is a little bit simpler. So I did this so fluently the first time a second ago. Okay, and second time worked just fine. Yeah, I'm cubiting. So I don't know if that thing down there might turn into an elevator and take me up toward where I'm going here. That's intimidating. But I think the idea is basically to do what I was doing, just don't stub your toe on the spiky thing. Okay, I'll try a few times. I think I can get that. Ah! Nope. Nope. No. I always feel like I'm not going to make that, but I haven't missed it yet. Okay. So this is all about getting the right height before I go full blast to the right. And that wasn't quite enough height. Close though. Oops. Alright. Oops. Oops. It doesn't bode well for the part up here. Alright, so I want all of my speed. And then, yeah, see, I gotta get super close to that because otherwise I'll stub my toe in the later place. We've seen both failure points, but there's a... I think there's a little window in between that would work. Whoop. The music's back. It just does that sometimes. Still made it there. Okay. No, that's not enough. I'm going to abort. I definitely would not have made it there. That was very clear to me. I could go from here. I would have no speed, but maybe that would actually be better anyway. I don't think I'd have the height, though it's not entirely clear. I think this can work, but I don't really know that for sure. And I gotta commit all the way and just, well, use my safety tether if I committed the wrong way. Okay. Nope, too early. Alright, see, I gotta cut that aggressively. Just gotta be the tiniest bit less aggressive about it. Like that. Nope. I don't know, that's not looking like it's gonna make it to me. Maybe I actually need to try something different. Let's try, foot on that scary spot again, and see if I can get enough height off of that. There's a few more sub-pixels that I can get closer to the spiky gear. I don't know how many more. I don't want to do too many. But see, that's what I thought was going to happen. Like, as soon as I actually move a real pixel, then I will fall off and not be able to jet all the way up. And if I do a standing jet, I think that's not going to be enough. No, I think my original way is probably still the way to go. There's a thin passage from above. I don't think that could possibly get me there, though. And once again, as usual, I have to get back once I get those things. Yeah, I think I just gotta cut that perfectly. Probably. Probably. Alright. Trying again. Nope. Cut too early. Alright, so steer right a tiny bit later than whatever I did last time. That wasn't even close. I must not have had enough speed on the ground. Oops. Yep. Nope. Yep. Power cell, I'll get to you eventually. Another thing has taken my attention, so I need to... How far over can I go? That far. I don't think it would make sense to start moving left to right at the beginning. No. Okay, so how much speed can I get here? So that's what that looks like. Not quite full. Unless... Well, I don't want to do it this way, but I could do it that way. Oh, that sounds much harder. I think I would rather stay on the ground, get as far right as I can, and jump just before I hit the wall. That just sounds much easier to manage. Yep. Ooh, for the first time that actually failed. So, if I'm down here... Oh. Yeah, if I'm down here, I'm down here. This is no good, so that's a complete failure state. Alright, got it. So this is a fairly sizable looking qubit cache. Well, it's not, it's just 4. But, I mean, it is 4. 4 is kind of a bunch. So, I mean, if I can take that as like a difficulty rating, then this is expected to be kind of hard. Yeah, okay, so... Just gotta get a sense for how many subpixels I have traveled once I'm on the edge. Yeah, so 3 I could get away with, the 4th one took me off. So, no, I'm not there yet. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now... Well, that's close to the pathing I want, but that's not quite it. And I need to not start steering right too early. Like, I need to stay left to get the maximum horizontal momentum going into the pinch point of the turn. It's pretty tricky. I think I understand the mechanics at play. It's just... I have to commit to something before I can judge whether I'm committing to the right thing. So it's just gotta keep trying. Eventually, maybe. Nope, not gonna make it. That was actually my closest attempt, though, so extra speed definitely helps a lot. Okay, extra speed, get to a point where it doesn't look like I'm not gonna make it. Alright, I think I have all the ingredients, just gotta put them together. One, two, three. There we go, that's it. Okay, now, the return trip. Okay, I am here, now the return trip. Doesn't look too bad. Would I rather go left to right or right to left, though? I think I'm gonna go left to right. I'm wrong. Okay. Well, I touched them. Now I gotta do all that again. That's fine, I know the recipe. Just gotta put the ingredients together. I think I'm right on the edge. Yeah, I was more on the edge than usual there. Okay. Here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I would think about the return trip, but it's too early for that. Yeah, so the speed is the main way to get that to work out nicely. Alright, let's try right to left, swerve right. Start here. Perfect. 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 Now... I think I'm going to take this detour. I can redo the whole maze, because that was pretty major. No cashing in without checkpointing, you gotta do both at once. Okay, so redoing this is just the same thing I did before, and without the qubit traps to snipe me, as they do. Which way am I going? This isn't a way, so it has to be this way. Alright, yeah, so I don't remember the exact path through here. In fact, this does not look like it goes. Oh, it might. Alright, well, let's relearn about how to get through this spot. Now, yeah, that's embedded enough in the ground that I can get right over it. Yeah, that really restarts everything for me. But worth it. Don't have to do the qubit thing anymore. I remember this spot. I spent a bunch of time here. I see that qubit down there. That's clearly not accessed from up here, though. Why did I have to do this spot so many times? Because that was the last checkpoint before Tough Qubit Gauntlet up here. I think? Or was it just basic traversal? Nah, it was that first thing. Okay, so already basically back to the checkpoint I want to be at. And now actually back. Okay, so now that power cell. Alright, so fall. Do this. Can I fall here? I can. It's relatively harmless. Okay. I never tried that in all the attempts to get through this section, but now I know. I felt emboldened. Yep. Okay. So knowing all the tricks here does not help me get that power cell. Yeah, nothing about this actually gets me over there. So this was all qubit path here. That's fine. Do I go up and around? I don't see how that's going to happen unless I can go like way around. Well, don't hit a checkpoint and you won't be unable to teleport back that way. Yeah, so clearly I have to get there from other side. Can I go above somehow? With the sticky stuff there, that's not going to be conducive to going any higher than this. Because I can't ascend once I'm up there. Now, I think, though, maybe I can make it to this? Yes? To go any higher... Aha, there's a ladder. So, right, just get... Alright, so looking at my input display... It's lined up with the left vertical... Wait a second. The upward... Yeah, I never really read those meters that way, but the left one goes downward, the right one goes upward. Talking about the little vertical meters closest to the D-pad in the center of my input display. I mostly look at the horizontal ones, but the vertical ones are there too. So the falling one turns yellow at some point. I'm not sure what threshold is being crossed for that. I am not doing this right, good grief. Actually, I'm really not doing this right, because this isn't even the way I'm going. I start from here. What? Okay, so right above the vertical downward meter, here, is where the block I want is. Okay. I'm at a letter, I'm at a new checkpoint. I will mark it with my dot. So that happens without checkpointing at it. All I gotta do is touch it with my feet. That's a laser. No! It's something different. Alright, so new thing. Switchable rotates the spikes. Okay. So it's a switch block, but not one that happens to have a laser coming out. Look at this little thing I'm standing on. That's a funny little tiny platform. And there's one on the other side too. I guess that just makes this gap a little more friendly to cross. Maybe it gives the edges the property of being able to step up, just like in Celeste. Oopsie. Alright, I'm still on the same screen. Because, like, without that, maybe, you know, foot 1 pixel above, but hitting the left or right side would mean fall instead of go up. I don't know if that mechanic is in play here. Alright, so aiming for that. Let's just do it from here and a standstill, and even so I still bonk, but that's okay. Basic tasks... I mean, they get a little easier, but they never become free. But that is the core mechanic of this game. The thing I am engaging with at all times. Now, If I go down here, I can totally come back. I don't know why I would do this unless I want to just bail out instead of doing all of this stuff. I'm gonna check for like a black hole down here or something. I do not see one. So yeah, I think this is just a return path. And that should have been safe because I can totally not actually go that high. Never mind, that was a trap. Okay. Maybe it is like a trap meant to... Well, I can do this. Meant to be if I am too aggressive with jumping over that second floor spike. Bip. Whoop. Oopsie. Right, gotta be going slow to flip a switch. Don't gonna be too gung-ho here, don't fall there. I mean, there's lots to catch me if I do. Okay, so, let's go here, because there is clearly not safe. Let's go here. Let's go... Not what I meant to do, but that all kind of leads to the same place. Although, there's probably a qubit for going high there. No, that's the way to the power cell. Don't fall in that little pit, because there's no way through, probably? Unless that's like a super fancy speedrun route to the qubits in some way I don't yet understand. Alright, yeah, so a lot of jumping out of a little opening like this with a ceiling one tile above me. That was what was giving me trouble in that super challenge section. There was something specific about that I wanted to practice other than just generally doing it. I forget what it was though. But yeah, I think I had to like put my face against a spike here, then get the speed and do the jump and... that's gonna bounce me. I'll have to get back there and see the situation again. Not what I wanted. Okay, so here. All the bouncing and bonking. Whoa. Just manage it properly. I was not managing it properly, yeah, so even if I go at full speed there, the bounce is gonna not settle in time for me to make it in the thing. Right? Have I tried that? Let's try just full speed. Yeah, full speed does not make it, so I have to finesse. That is fine. I have finesse, sometimes. Maybe one of those times will coincide with one of my attempts. So what I want to do is, well, like that, but good. Yeah. Okay. Here I can bounce and settle. Here, I've lost too much height before that, so I just really gotta aim for the one tile gap. Right. Bounce and settle. No bounce, no settle, just hit it. Well. Since I'm always too early, just be a little bit later. Okay, a little bit later did the job perfectly. Going down, checking for like invisible black holes or something. I don't know what to expect. I know I'm going this way, and there's that power cell. Now! Now there's a ladder. So that's a major checkpoint. Cool, okay. Can't use these right now, can't save while holding a power cell, but I will certainly want to look at my local radar and warp. So, I am going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. 12 right, 6 down. Okay. How far is that? 11 right, 6 down. I can't climb out of this hole, I'll have to go another way? Oh, I don't know another way, do I? Gonna have to discover one, because I can't crawl out of this, can I? Let's make sure... And that black hole is one way. Alright, so yeah, full speed here lets me climb 3 blocks, but not 4, and that's a 4 from like, from here to above. Okay, so let's discover a new way out. I can't crawl as far as I know. Holding down and right doesn't do anything. Alright, well, let's redo this part. Bounce, settle, make it. Can I fall down through here somehow? There is no getting out of this. Yeah, I'm kind of trapped in the hive here. What would a way out even look like? So yeah, bottom of that screen doesn't seem to have a way out on it. I mean, it does, but I can't get there in the very lower left. There's the looping geometry that I can technically access, but I doubt that's involved in this. If I'm going all the way up here again... Oops, does this somehow lead to a way out? Ah! Things right at screen transitions. A little harder to navigate than anywhere else. No, at best I'll just go back to... If I were to press this button... Aha! Fascinating. Alright, so I would drop the cell. Drop means put it back at its original location, right? Not, like, where I currently am. Right? I could check that. That sounds costly if I'm wrong about the way it works. Okay, well, I don't want to go all the way around here again, though, because I've just, like, deepened my trouble. Respawn and drop cell. Okay, yeah, back to where it originates. Oh, I can climb down the ladder into the black hole, so that changed. Alright, yeah. So I had encoded in my mental model of the place that this is a one-way platform that I can only go up through, but the ladder has changed that, and I didn't encode that change. Okay, and that just takes me right here. 15 right, 8 down. 14 right, 8 down. This is a red zone. I don't wish to red yet. Oh, I know where I am. I'm at floor 3. This should be a safe drop, yes? Whoa. Some number right, some number down. I have lost count. But this is relatively familiar, very familiar territory. I've spent lots of time here. I feel pretty safe. Bunch right, some down eventually, and that'll lead pretty much right to my ship, won't it? Pretty much right to my ship. Not like exactly. I would like to consult the map here before I fall down that slimy place. That could be inadvisable. Still going right. 2, 3, 3 right, 2 down. 3 right, 2 down. And no more map details, so let's go down the slimy shaft. And hope nothing terrible happens. It hasn't yet. Okay, it's this spot. I'm familiar with the one. Just hold. And this is just like any other power cell journey now. Right, this is a very stressful spot. I should be able to do it with confidence and succeed. I did. Okay. I love the position of that. Just perfectly placed to be a little bit last-minute trial. Install power cell. 50%. And the red text is here. Okay. I'll look into the robot's mental state, whatever it is. Exit terminal. Actually, why can't I query an information current mission? Sure. Have I actually looked at this? Emergency warp, right. That would just tell me how my tether works. Text display speed. Oh. Speed of text display, holding special action. Right, okay. Got it. So then if I want local radar and map, I could have done that here, but I'm going to do it out here because for some reason I guess I prefer Helios for that. Helios, Derelict Star. I see the naming scheme. Account relevant memo. Radar markers that can predict power cells with high confidence and accuracy. That's what I've been using. Are you telling me in case I've been wandering around not looking at those? Oh, no, there are more. Okay, how helpful of you. You're assisting me in heisting your power source because you're not using it and you're just so generous and ready to share. Whoa, wait, what? So I've collected 50% of the necessary power cells. I only need 4 more. There are 1, 2... Here? Oh, we're having a twist here. Yeah, this is twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 50% more than I need. Could be there are optional ones. Could be they're not all fully charged. Maybe the last 2 have only half the charge of the others. Could be that collecting them all does something else. Could be that something terrible will happen when I install 8 that then requires 4 more. Could be lots of things. Okay, well, I don't know if I want to go on another power cell journey right now. Let's try and get some nearby qubits. What's up with those? Those are very close, and maybe I can do something about them. You require me to go through the floor. Okay, what's directly below me? It's right next to a power cell, what? A really, really nearby one. Okay, why is there one so close? I know I said I wasn't going to power cells. Oh, I can't get up there. Right. There's no place for red speed here, is there? Is there some... over here, maybe? No... Maybe if that laser was off, I could fall from up there and access a place with red speed available. Because if I fell down here with some, I could totally take it through here. It'd be pretty tricky, but I could do it. Wait, I see a ladder. I see a ladder. Have I climbed that ladder? Whoa! Oops. Can I reach that ladder? Yes. Have I climbed that ladder? You say yes. Are you sure about that? Of course I am. I'm not certain I've been here. There's not a lot to do. But it's a place that exists. Okay. Yeah, so this is really highlighting that I just haven't been directly above where I currently am. Okay, yeah, there's like a dead zone right in here. Okay, let's go there and try to go down. Is there any downs going around here? This is a place I can get red speed. So there's some laser, there is downs going. But only so much. I've totally been there, below this. I remember doing it. I don't think I get there from this side. Yeah, and I'm back at this spot. And this totally doesn't have a way through the floor. Okay. Alright, and I've clearly been above me because I've marked it with my dot. I've been over that wall before. That just involves some red speed here, or this would do the job. That's not red yet. That's still not red. That's still not red. That's red. Is that going to do the job for me? I think so. So you say go up. I'd rather go down. I didn't checkpoint. Maybe that's okay. So I'm scanning the left side of this for a sneaky way through. Here's laser! In a place I cannot turn it off from this side. Alright, so there's a lasered barrier there. There's a cake. It's that same cake. That's that same laser. Okay, let's try entering from the left side of the situation. So here's that power cell. Here's some warps. I'm going to go to this warp and try to go right. Okay, so here's this vertical shaft. Was I able to sneak into it from halfway up this? Well, lasers out of reach, so if they were off, maybe, but they're not. Yeah, that's just a really forbidden section. And this is just going to lead me back to the red zone. That's not enough height for that, is it? Just short. That up arrow there takes me to the elevator with the floors, which is how I started my most recent adventure, right? Beyond red, that's fun. Yeah, I could go up, but I'm more interested in other stuff. Oh, check it out, I got a cubit. Neat. At the cost of just a little bit of head trauma. Yeah, okay, so laser fortified area. I think that is telling me... So if I can't enter from the left because it's lasered, I can't enter from the right because it's lasered, I can't enter from the top because it's solid. Whoa, hello. Oh, these are in the darkness, I see. That's why I hadn't ever tried for that before. I didn't even know it was there. Wow, really? That was enough? Okay. So I think to get to that white, I would need... Oh, I don't know. There are pipes above me, but above isn't quite where I want to be. It's 2 white ones. That's like super extra rewarding, therefore probably super extra hard to get to. Yeah, that is a high tier reward, and it's not going to be given to me easily. Can I at least come up with a theory of how I might get there? How accessible could it be from this location? Probably not very. No, not even slightly. It's probably just some technique I am not yet privy to. Or I can carry more speed in here. I can do that. I can have some green on top of the red. But I don't think... I didn't make it. I don't think the green gets me that much more height, but I'll try it. Red acquired... Oh, wait a second. Can I increase my amount of green? So I do this. No, the green is lost if I travel in the opposite direction. How many... Is there another conveyor over here? Can I get like some green, then some more green? There is another conveyor over here. Okay, I think I see. Oh, it's off though. And that's the switch for it. I see. So I need to turn on this conveyor. I'm theorizing. Turn on this conveyor, take its greenness to the next conveyor, get like full green. And with full green, perhaps that's enough to get the height to get the white qubits over there. Yeah, because I lose my green and I don't get it back. Just to verify, I go right, I go left. Yeah, well, no, hang on. Just to fully verify. Left, right, yeah, green is gone. Okay. And again, just to fully verify. So I get as much green as I can here. I keep it. I lost a little bit by walking on the ground, but yeah, that has not gotten me the height to get the whites. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. I have to hit that switch to turn on the conveyor, and then new things will open up to me here. Okay, well, I investigated. I got an idea of... Now, hold on. That screen to the below. Well, I was kind of there a moment ago, sorta. Like, not actually there, but I was in the surrounding area, and I saw the obstacle there, so I don't think I need to go there directly. Let's try it anyway. So there's that pipe. This... Oh, that's not how to do that, right? That's fine, I can do it from here. Whoop! Still red. I see ice above me, still red somehow. Even though that... Oh, that barely made it. Woof! Green rubs my red. No, I was not in the spot I thought, because that's inside the laser zone. Okay. Okay, yeah. But, well, yeah, so I don't have... no, I do have a theory about that. Oh, hold on, but I can improve upon that theory, can't I? There's no way I'm bringing the red through that whole situation. I think from here, if I had it, I could manage not to hit my head, but also get over this obstacle and squeeze into that thing. But getting it here in the first place is not as doable. Just to check, is there a red compatible spot over here? Hello. I see a ladder down there. No, green will rob me, right? And unless I can... No, there's no way. No. Okay, so obstacles identified, and the computer has shown me more power cells. I guess here's a fine place to stop. That's not what I wanted exactly. Okay, many mysteries, lots of options for things to do next time. We will see what happens.